3. Like, Pleasant is weird. I'm sorry. You're weird. I don't want you. I don't go that way, and I don't want you. For some reason, Pleasant thinks I want her, and it's like, I don't want Pleasant. And then when I said to go worry about her cheating cousin, she's like, are you mad that I have a man? I'm like, your man is your cousin. That's weird. Yep, had a baby by her cousin and thinks it's a flex. Girl, that's not even a flex. Hey, Jess. She's been in my comment section, and I was like, where is this coming from? Like, you came out of back from nowhere. No one cares about you, Pleasant. Like, Pleasant came back, Pleasant Bird. She's a white woman that profusely uses the N-word. She dropped out of high school. She faked a pregnancy before, which is why people didn't believe she was pregnant now. She said she speaks Mexican because she is Mexican, therefore she's Mexican, which makes no sense. Sounds crazy. She had beef with the Lovely Peaches because Lovely Peaches told her she had man boobs, and she went on Twitter and showed her. Yeah, she showed it all and said, she said, these are really real. And she went like that to show they were real. So then what happened was that she posted her mom OF content to her page, her OF content, and I'm not talking about like her that type of content. So yeah. My favorite singer is Brandy. And why does someone keep saying that? Like, you're literally gonna get blocked. That's not funny, so don't do that. And it went big, sorry. Ronald McDonald is dead. I'm just kidding. I don't know when. Story time? I don't have any story times. Let me check my wishes. I know someone got my Crocs because they're gone. The Lisa Frank Crocs. Whoever got that, thank you. You know what I didn't notice? There's a few shirts missing too. I think, no, they're right here. Oh, bro. Oh, and my mom got her headphones. So I should be able to go pick those up. Whoever got them, if you did, can you let me know when they come in? I don't want to go for nothing. I know I have a lot of packages coming, but yeah. It's still at the post office. I'll go tomorrow. If I come back with a lot of packages, we'll see. But I know there's some stuff for my wish list that's coming. Thank you to whoever got the Lisa Frank Crocs. So yeah. I was gonna say something important, and do a speed dating live? No. I would not be good with those speed dating lives. It was important though. It was real important. And now I forgot. No, someone didn't buy me anything. Well, people bought me stuff, but they bought my mom her headphones. They got her headphones because they're gone from the wish list. Thank you for the gift points. I don't need to add dog food to the wish list because we don't need that. So, goodbye. I added dog treats and a dog toy. Can I play music? Yeah, sure. I was gonna say something. Why do I need Croc? Do I need Crocs? Yes, I do, because these Crocs are ruined. I need new Crocs, guys. I really do. The Barbie ones, I don't really wear them because I want to preserve them, but... Why does my mom need headphones? Because she don't have any that work. Why do you think she needs them? Why are you asking these questions? They didn't say make a wish list of what you want and why you need it. Like, when people make a wish list, you don't make a wish list saying this is what I want and why I need it. Don't do that. Thing like, say, brands won't work with you because you're talking about people. No, don't do that. Because there's T pages that talk about... There are T pages that talk about influencers that get brand deals. That has nothing to do with me talking about people. And it's not even talking about people. And I'm not being rude. I'm not being rude to them. But I'm just saying, when you say something like that, you have to understand why these companies are doing what they do, because the Discord's harassing them. One, they're telling these companies that I'm racist, which minorities can't even be racist, which is two. They're going based off of that and saying they don't allow hatred for their brands. So that's why. It has nothing to do with me talking about creators. When you say something like that, you have to realize T pages still get brand deals talking about creators. Hey, it has nothing to do with that, because Rich Lux is one of them who's very successful. Adam McIntyre, Poncho, I'm pretty sure Poncho gets reached out. Noah Glenn Carter, we all know Noah gets a lot of deals just by talking about celebrities, influencers, tea of that sort. There's a lot of tea pages that make hella money talking about creators. It has nothing to do with literally talking about someone, especially when I'm frustrated and angry, because the thing is, any New Year's resolutions probably work more. I need to get a place, and I want to get more better clothes. I have like specific styles in mind, and I want to have my own room again. When will I come visit Japan? Probably never. I'm afraid of flying. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want this person to feel like I'm attacking them, because I'm not. But it's the fact is that Bo Jackson, if you don't know who what is it? Is it Bo Jackson? Let me look it up real quick before I mention her name. Well, I don't think we'll be able to get a house because we would be living rent month to month, and I don't have the money to put a down payment. Bo Derek? Is that who it was? Was her name Bo Derek? I think it was Bo Derek. Yeah, it is Bo Derek. So Bo Derek is an American actress and model. She was a white woman. Back in the day, black women stopped wearing their braids, right? Their culture, they stopped wearing it. Then what happened was, because they were facing a lot of discrimination, it was unprofessional for black women, thank you for the heart me, to wear their braids. If you saw the link that I posted in my Instagram, you guys should go watch that. It was the cultural appropriation about braids and stuff. Like, you guys, if you don't know anything about braids, like, you guys should literally go watch that, because it's very important. But anyways, is Mr. Petty here? Hey. But anyways, so Bo Derek was a white woman that brought back braids, cultural appropriating braids. Her husband, who was helping her at the time, she was in a movie, was directing the movie, put those braids on her head, and all of a sudden it was trendy again. this white woman made cultural appropriated by making black women's braids. Oh, is your daughter here? Hi, but anyways, Bo Derek made those braids trendy again, and black women were outraged. And there were places they even started dubbing the cornrows the Bo Derek braids. And they were trying to change cornrows, they were trying to change the box braids and call it something else. All throughout history, they have been trying to take these braids and culture and name it something else. That's why people have an issue with certain people wearing these braids, right? And so Bo Derek ended up decades later, because there was a woman who was suing the airline because the airline said she tried to copy Bo Derek. That's what happened. She started wearing her cultural braids, She started wearing her culture, and the airline told her that it was, I don't remember what the airline told her, so she took them to court to sue. They said she tried to copy Bo Derek, which Bo Derek didn't originate or create the braids that she was wearing. And then the judge sided with the other side and not dismissed the case, but sided against her. She didn't win her case. She lost her case. She lost her case because they claimed she was trying to copy Bo Derek. This white woman popularized black culture by wearing those braids, and this black woman lost because of her. Because they tried to say this black woman copied her braids. Mind you, it's been going on for centuries. This is why black women now are rocking their braids. But back in the day, right? Like literally back in the day, they wasn't really wearing it as much because they were being discriminated. It's unprofessional for women to wear their braids. There was one girl that was telling her story about what happened to her when she worked at a restaurant, and you have to have your hair up or out of your face when you work at a restaurant, which she did, but she had her braids all the way down. And her manager called her in and said, we're gonna have to do something about your hairstyle. And she was like, what about my hairstyle? It's too ethnic. And she's like, you're gonna have to take that out of your hair. And she was like, there's nothing wrong with my hair. Why do I have to take it out of? I probably might, to protect my hair and also to help it grow more. I feel like I need to do that, but there's some styles that I've really liked. But what's my goals for 2024? Get a place. And do a lot more stuff with my life. I want to travel a lot more, but I don't know. We'll see. Go to a lot more concerts. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to earn and make a lot more money. But anyways, this lady literally just left and quit. And a lot of black people, right? A lot of black people have learned to do hair on their own since they were children, because they didn't have family members who were available to do their hair. Because the reason why black people started getting box braids, started getting braids, and started getting, I can travel. You can travel by Greyhound. I've traveled by Greyhound. I don't mind taking a ride, even if it's a couple of days, by Greyhound. I did it before when I went to Vegas. I don't mind a little road trip. Minnesota is fun to visit. There's a mall with a roller coaster inside. Oh, is that where Mall of America is? I don't know. I know someone that I knew lived where Mall of America was. Yeah, I thought so. But so then black people started. Okay, so black people. Yeah, I feel like Texas would be fun too, to visit the Alamo, I think it is. But black people, when they were slaves, they got their hair braided. Not really. When I rode the Greyhound, the only issue we had is I was stuck in Flagstaff, Arizona, because our bus broke down. and they couldn't get someone out to fix it because it was Easter holiday. Like, it was Easter, so they couldn't get anyone out because they were out for holiday. My ties for my hair. Oh, you mean the scrunchies? I got mine at Sally's Beauty Supply. They're expensive, but I got mine at Sally's. These weren't expensive. I don't remember how much I paid for these. Yes, I do like anime. So, slaves started to get their hair braided. Because that way they wanted to do a style that they didn't have to upkeep. Because it was hard to upkeep their hair because they're slaves, you know. So they wanted a style that would last for weeks and weeks. So they started braiding their hair, and that's where cornrows, that's where box braids, that's where a lot of the black cultural braids comes from, is because they wanted a style that would last for weeks and weeks, and they wouldn't have to do with the upkeep. So, oh, okay. So that's why it's a cultural thing. And then it started turning into it's unprofessional for black women to wear that. Black women started getting discriminated against. In the schools, people was getting discriminated against. And then back in when the Supremes were around, you know, the group the Supremes, Diana Ross and the Supremes, and that era of style, it was not... You didn't get anything if you had braids in your hair like that. So they started wearing their hair, like, that's why they straightened their hair. That's why you see they relaxed their hair. They straightened it because you wouldn't be able to get anything if you had braids in your hair. Yes, dream girls. But it is sad because they didn't really, you wouldn't have a career if you had braids in your hair. That's why they stopped wearing braids. All you got to do is dream. I should play Dreamgirls. I really should play the soundtrack. But then because of that, then they stopped wearing braids. That's when Bo Derek brought it back, a white woman. And then when that lady was discriminated against from an airline, she lost her case. She didn't win. They said she was trying to copy Bo Derek, and everyone called it the Bo Derek braids. There was even hair salons that they were actually for Bo Derek braids. They were literally selling Bo Derek braids, which is crazy because that's not what they are. And then it stemmed from, which a lot of people, Juliet, which I posted in my Insta story, she's the one from The Other Sister, and she's also the one that played the love interest in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. She cultural appropriated, obviously Miley Cyrus, Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, to name a few people that cultural appropriated. Then the Kardashians did it. The Kardashians got those hairstyles, and at one point in time they almost called those braids the Kim Kardashian braids. Katy Perry did it. They called it the Katy Perry braids. They're not Katy Perry braids, okay? This is why it is so important when we tell people don't do something to cultural appropriate. This is why. For people to sit here and to tell me that that braids aren't for one specific culture is crazy. Unless you know the culture behind these braids, don't do it. And the fact is that people are excusing, like I wrote under some of the comments under videos about Shorty Bay's braids, some people started saying that hater chew. Like the fact that she's sitting on live stream, thank you for subscribing, and literally telling people that haters are gonna get karma coming to them. You need to realize people are not hating on you. They're helping you, because you're gonna cry when you see how much hair you've lost. Her hair is gonna be completely gone. She already has little to no hair. People are trying to help you. If you don't want to listen, that's fine. And it's also the fact that Coco told her, you have to understand, if it's giving obsessed and jealous, then why is Coco telling her she got canceled for trying to get braids in her hair? She said, I wouldn't get braids in my hair because I would get canceled. They tried to canceled me too, saying it was cultural. What did she say? Cultural appropriation or whatever it was. She couldn't even say cultural appropriation. And she said this on live just earlier. Or was it a pre-recorded live stream? I don't remember, but I did see it. I was like, and then Shorty Babe was like, people are already canceling me for my braids. Coco is telling you, you should listen to Coco. Coco just said that she would get canceled for wearing braids in her hair, but then proceeds to tell Shorty Babe to do whatever she wants and to be herself. Shorty Bae is not being herself. She says she's being herself, but then wasn't she trying to talk Dominican? Isn't she trying to talk Cuban? Because she went to Miami? Like, don't do that. You're gonna offend somebody somewhere along the way, and she's going to learn, okay? This isn't being a hater, guys. When you understand, I'm not the only one. There are black women laughing at this girl, making videos laughing because it's funny. Coco could do whatever she wants, right? Like I said, Coco is a white woman trying to be black. If that makes her mad, oh well. And you want me to tell you something funny? You should never come on the internet and tell people you lost a brand deal. Don't ever do that. Like Shorty Bae, you're gonna ruin yourself. Don't ever say, because Shorty Bae just a while ago said that she's not gonna tell people what she has coming because she lost the deal because she told people. That's not why you lost the deal. You know why you lost the deal. Look at what you're doing. It's only gonna get worse if you don't take those braids out of your hair and apologize. Black people are going to get really angry and cause you to lose brand deals because the stuff you said about black people is not cool. And you called yourself burnt? No. And people are saying that those specific braids that she got are specifically the same braids that black people get for their hair. Though I forget what type of braids those are called, but those are specifically for black people. When you say that, oh, braids are not synonymous to one culture, you have to understand that those specific braids she got are for black people and for the hair texture she doesn't have. I'm sorry, but she's gonna lose all her hair. This is not being a hater. This is not literally sitting here, you saying that all these haters are gonna get their karma. You are wishing karma on someone who is angry that you're cultural appropriating. You are telling black people they have no right to be angry over what you are doing. That's not cool. You can't come on the internet and feel entitled, right? Because she comes on the internet thinking she's absolved and she doesn't have to be held accountable. That's what's going on. She's thinking that she can get away with all of this because people are telling her. Like, all of her comment section under her live was hyping her up. Black women are laughing at you, right? You know that right now. You're a joke. I don't dare you. I want you guys to do this. Go to the search bar on TikTok and type in Captain Jack Sparrow and look at what video comes up. I mean, and the thing that is annoying, that annoys me, is telling a non-black person that they look better than a black person in braids. Especially coming to me saying she looks better than me in braids. She's not even black. We are not laughing with her. We are laughing at her. Nobody finds any of that funny. And the fact that people are literally defending, saying it's not cultural appropriation, you are the reason why things continue the way it is. We have a Crown Act, right? We have these things in place because of back in the day, because of people like Bo Derek, because of people like Justin Timberlake and Miley Cyrus and Christina Aguilera, the Kardashians, wearing our braids and trying to call it something else that it's not. Because of people like that take our culture and think that they can wear it better than us. They did your braids hella wrong. You tried to do non-existent edges while you were trying to lay down edges you don't got. You should look, you have no hairline, okay? That should be concerning enough for you to take those braids out of your hair. I don't know who that person is. You're talking about an influencer. I don't know who that is. It's not being a hater. You guys have to understand that when I watched that thing, because I was searching up something, like I was searching up the white, like, celebrities with braids, and that documentary came up about black hair and cultural appropriation, and I watched it. And it really is infuriating, because I do remember this stuff. When they tried to call it the Katy Perry braids. When they almost called it the Kim K braids. It's just like, people take from our culture. But when we say something, we're always haters. She has to understand that all these people are not hating on her just for braids. It's a cultural thing. You can go out into the world, right? Because you work, you're a self-employed, right? You don't have to go to a job. But when black women go to a job with those braids, they get discriminated against. It's too ethnic. It's not, they think it's unkempt and dirty. Because how can you take care of those types of braids because you can't wash them unkempt and dirty, right? These are the things that affects black women because you wear braids like that. It's not just a hairstyle. You can go to a job with that hairstyle and not get fired. Black women can go to a job and get fired for it because it is not professional. We can't wear our natural hair a lot of the times because of how we get treated. And people need to stop being insensitive and saying it's just hair. Shorty Bae will never get what it's like to be a black woman and be discriminated for their hair. So no, it's not just hair. People are not just hating on you because they're just some braids. Learn from Coco, who literally told you while laughing and thinking it was funny sitting there, saying that she would get canceled for wearing those braids. She told you herself. She literally told her. People are not laughing with her. They're laughing at her. The amount of videos I saw laughing, saying, don't tell that girl nothing. There's a lot of people saying that it needs to be called out, and it does. But clearly people are too busy meat riding to literally say anything. Saying, oh, you look good. Leave her alone. You guys are just haters. Okay, well, tell these jobs to leave black women alone for their braids then. Why don't you go out to the streets and protest black women being fired for their hair? Please. Go out to the streets and protest and fight for black women to not get fired from workplaces for their braids. Please do so. Because if you're not gonna put in the work to literally make equality for everyone, then you shouldn't do that. There are certain ways to love a culture. There are certain ways to appreciate a culture without appropriating it. People deter the lines of appreciating culture and appropriating culture, right? You blur the lines between what appropriating and appreciating is. You can appreciate a culture, but then when you think that you're appreciating a culture by getting braids, you really are appropriating the culture. To sit here and defend someone doing that is crazy. And it's just annoying because, like, and that's why also I said don't come on here and tell people when you lose brand deals because You just screwed up, because now they're going to cause you to lose more brand deals. You do know that. And you know the reason why. You don't lose brand deals from telling people about it. You lose brand deals from the stuff you have said and done. Mind you, you have said the N-word multiple times. You referred yourself as burnt. You've talked down about black women. Black women have spoken up and said that she has said some not so nice stuff about black women. Like, people need to stop invalidating black women's feelings and telling black women they shouldn't feel some type of way about her braids. I didn't refer to myself as burnt. I was reading a comment that someone said I referred to myself as burnt because they said so, because of a video that is just me saying burnt black. So they assumed me saying burnt black was me talking about myself. But some people said that I was talking about black people. There are some people that said I was talking about myself, and there are some people that said I was talking about black people. I wasn't. When you say I referred to myself as that, no, I didn't. You could clearly see me looking down, reading a comment that says, why do you consider yourself a burnt color? I read the comment and said, no, I don't, because I never said it to myself. I wasn't even talking about myself. You guys gotta stop playing this really bad game of telephone and this really bad game of trying to twist things. It annoys me because someone in my comment section tried to take my blackness away by saying that I was colorist. That's crazy. Just because someone is colorist doesn't mean they're not black. Don't do that. Because at one point in time, people called Aunt Karen colorist. And literally, does that take her blackness away? No, it doesn't. So don't do that. Let's not. Because someone being colorist does not take their blackness away, even if they was, and I wasn't. I was reading a comment. I was looking down, reading a comment, responding to the comment. Because you know when people, and here's the funny thing, when people brought up that statement on Karen's live, it didn't go anywhere. Because I said I was looking down reading a comment. You could see in the video. I even explained it. She even just like dismissed that. So why people are still sitting here bringing it up knowing that was past was crazy. No way, shape, or form did anyone say that was colorist, because I did explain myself. I was reading a comment. I have every right to read and address a comment. What, I'm not allowed to? You guys gotta stop speaking on what you don't know. I really hate it because I was in a live stream yesterday or day before yesterday, where someone came in and said, what does it matter if I came in halfway through the conversation, blah, blah, blah. It matters because if you were not there when something happened, you have no right to speak on nothing. And when people say there's videos, yeah, there's a video of me looking down, reading someone's comment. What more do you want? I was reading someone's comment, which they cropped out, and they added the part where I was responding to the person. They didn't add the whole context. Hey, Adrian, because if they added the whole context, you know, this is the thing that's annoying, right? They take pieces of clips. They don't add the whole context. They only show the part where I was responding to someone, not the part where I was reading the comment first. And then they took that one part where it says burnt black and tried to say, where in that statement does it say people? It does not say people. If I use the word people, fine, but you keep saying there's videos. Yeah, there's a video of me saying burnt black. That could be anything. That could be the table from when I had a fire from my phone, right? When I had that, what was it, that ZTE Max that caught fire and sparked like fireworks. My room almost burnt down at my old apartment. That could have been what I could have been talking about, which I know that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the color black. But it could have been anything. So for people to assimilate stuff or to assume something because they don't like me is crazy. And obviously they're going to run with that because they don't like me. Again, that's just something I really don't like, is that people take pieces of clips and then just like try to say it is what it isn't. Thank you for following, because they're trying to run with this narrative. How many times do I have to explain myself, right? It's annoying. Like, you take out of context clips all you want, and then your excuse is like, oh, look, she always says it's edited. Why don't you right? Why don't you post the whole thing instead of just out of context stuff? I was looking down, reading a comment. I was literally reading a comment that was said towards me, accusing me of calling myself that. So I read the comment and I responded and I said, no, I don't, because I never said that to myself. But clearly people don't have the whole context and think that I was calling myself that because they don't see a comment. They don't hear me responding to a comment because it was cropped out. Like, this is so annoying. And when it comes to things like this, this is what also annoys me. When I'm talking about someone else, right, whether it be Shorty Bae or someone else, whenever I say they refer to themselves as burnt, you excuse them. It doesn't matter what I have said. Why is that of any excuse for someone else to proceed to be colorist? That's crazy that, oh, well, you said it, so it's excused for her to say it. Like, that's not how it works, guys. That's not how it works. It's crazy. Like, for you to sit here and excuse someone being colorist because you deem someone else colorist is crazy. There should be no excuse. That's like saying, well, he murdered someone or unalive someone. Let me go unalive someone. Like, hello? He got away with it. Let me get away with it. Like, we have to stop doing this like, well, you did it, and excusing people because, first of all, she's not black, right? Shorty Bae is not black. Second of all, she's being colorist because she said, my skin color, which people try to say that's not what she was trying to say. She literally said, my skin color is getting darker. I don't like it. I look like ugly. Or no, she said, I look ugly. I look like burnt. I don't match myself. She is not black. She's literally not black. And the thing that's going to happen is that she's going to lose her black followers. She already lost some of them. They're not laughing with her. They're laughing at her. Everyone is not taking her serious anymore. You guys say she does more than I do, but she's a whole joke on the internet. She's a whole joke with brand deals. People aren't happy that she got brand deals. Yeah, like people can say, well, she does a lot more than you, blah, 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 blah. About me living in a motel. Let me tell you one thing about her, right? She's a joke of the internet, right? She has brand deals and is being laughed at. No one takes her seriously. She never wants to be herself. She's always trying to be somebody else, but not herself. And then attacks black people for calling her out for her braids and saying that we're just haters and we're going to get karma. That's wrong. People do take me seriously because actually I have someone that's going to... I have someone that's going to help me clear up my page and get rid of the hate because I'm not going to say who, but they have a degree in media, I think, or something. But they're really going to help me work on my page and make more money this year. So yes, I do have a lot of supporters, so yeah. Oh, someone wanted me to wish their friend Bianca and Beeb a happy birthday. Happy birthday. But yeah, I forget what their degree was in. And it's like, here's the thing, when you say, because I see this person, right, you said let her ruin her own career. Black people have to talk about it because it hurts us. And when you say don't talk about it, it's affecting black people. It's literally affecting black people. It's not just a stop talking about it and let her ruin her life type thing. It's literally affecting black people. You're welcome. We're the ones most affected by it. We really are. Yeah, but you see, when we have protests, they're violent. They're violent protests, you know. We are sick and tired of telling non-black people whose hair textures don't suit those braids to stop wearing them. Even when Shorty Bay probably hasn't seen, but she should look at some of the girls who took those braids out of their hair and see what happens to them. This girl is gonna learn her lesson the hard way when she has no hair. Sorry. Someone got mad in the comment section at somebody because they said that they were like, you're hoping her hair falls off? Like, that's rude of you to say that you hope her hair falls off. It's not a hope. It is gonna fall off. She already has little to no hair. She lost all of her hair. She is going to be bald, and when I tell you bald, she's not gonna like her hair that she sees when she takes the braids out. She's gonna come on the internet, which I don't know if she will, because she might be too embarrassed to come on the internet and cry, oh, my hair is gone, me hair, it came out. That's gonna be her. Like, seriously. She's gonna be on the internet being like, my hair, it fell. We ain't gonna tell you. That white woman done learned her lesson when she wore the braids in her hair and had to chop her hair off. She couldn't salvage nothing. My hair is thick. My hair is made for that. My hair, and also because I'm black. But I can wear those braids in my hair and I won't be crying my hair fell out. Unless I cut it and then I cut my hair out by accident because I accidentally cut too high. But this is not funny. This is not, oh, it's just stop, because that's the thing. When you say don't talk about it, it's uneducated people who are not educating themselves that are hyping her up in her comment section saying it's just hair. That's when we do have to speak up, because we're tired of people saying it's just hair. Yeah, we can stop talking about it. But then people are going to continue to push things that are not true and say it's just hair, it's just hair. Look at me. It is not just hair. Why don't you go tell the workplaces that fire black women for their hair that it's just hair? Leave them alone. I'm sorry, but the deriding is crazy. For someone who doesn't even care. I got my education from TikTok. Well, no, I didn't get my education from TikTok. I actually got my education from Google when I Googled this stuff. Not only from TikTok, because I did not learn some of my black culture, because I am not close with my dad's side of the family. And as I told you guys, as you know, my dad has mental illness, so he didn't teach me some of this stuff. So I went to credible websites, because let's be honest, when you say Google, not just Google, you have to go to websites that are like .org or .com to educate yourselves. Also, I'm going to start getting books to read about my black culture eventually when I have enough money to, because I love reading. So I'm going to start reading on my culture, which is something a lot of people should do too, is read books as well. Not just use Google, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X as your resources. Read books. Read, okay? Do some reading, because it's fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Read on things. I'm pretty sure there's books on there about cultural appropriating black culture. I shared a link. If you guys don't want to watch it, that's fine. My nose is super itchy. But please, for my sake, watch that documentary on cultural appropriating black hair. You will think differently. Yes, I can read. I've read a lot of books. Too. There was one video where she got mad I don't know if it was a video or a live, where she kept trying to call someone and they wouldn't answer. And she said, I'm not going to deal with him anymore or something because he wouldn't answer. He's busy. He can't answer when you want him to. You're getting very clingy with these men because you think all these men like you when they don't. They're just using you for your clout. When you're sitting here saying love and success, what success? She just lost a brand deal, came on live stream and told people she lost a brand deal. All because she said she told people. That's not how it works. Just because you tell people doesn't mean you lose a brand deal. There's a difference about keeping what projects and things you have coming to yourself. Yes, there is that saying, but she knows why she didn't get that brand deal, and she's playing it off as like, oh, it's because I told people. You don't lose a brand deal from telling people. It is something you did that caused you to lose that brand deal. You came on the internet, sat here, and told everyone that you lost a brand deal. I'm jealous over her losing a brand deal. You literally came onto my page, right, Goofy? And then tried to tell me that she's gonna have that she has more love and success than I ever will. Doesn't sound like it. Those guys don't really even like her. I'm not jealous over anyone's success because it's not my time yet. Or it may not be my time right now. Do I really care? I'm working towards that. So I don't really care about being successful in this moment in time because I'm just living in the moment and I'm actually working on getting a place. So I really could care less about what brand deal someone is getting. She just lost a brand deal, so that's not being jealous. She's learning her lesson. She's thinking because she told people. That's not why. She's horrible to her fans. She talks shit, right? She came on live talking shit because she got so mad Wilito called her Captain Jack Sparrow and said no one showed up to his meet and greet. That's effed up. Okay, she acts like she's bigger than everyone, right? Someone needs to humble her, like Lalo said. Lalo said last year whenever she needs to be humbled, right? Well, if it's a John, then why are you here? I'm gonna block you. Stop deriding for someone that treats her friends like trash. Oh, V. You want to get blocked too? Here, V. Let me help you. You said someone needs to humble me. Who is that person going to be? You? It literally said follow back. You don't like me, but you follow me. Yikes. She literally treats her friends like trash. If it was me, I wouldn't be friends with her. You're sitting here talking shit saying that your friend's meet and greets was empty. All because you got hurt. He called you Captain Jack Sparrow. And then you think you're better than all your friends because you're the one that brings in people. Mind you, yes, there was one girl I saw, there was drama where it was the girl who literally posted and called out Wilito's meet and greet for being empty. And the only reason why she went was because she thought Shorty Bae was going to be there. But if I had other influencer friends, you would never see me say, I'm bigger than you. I get more people than you. I'm better than you. It's only to the haters that are being rude for absolutely no reason. Well, they have a reason, but it's not a logical reason. Considering they do a lot of the stuff that they claim they have a reason. Thank you for subscribing. You have to understand. The way she's treating her friends is horrible. Very horrible. Talking shit about their meet and greets. Yeah, some people may have meet and greets that aren't a lot of people showing up. And when you continue to treat your friends the way you treat them, they're going to leave you. And then you ain't going to have nobody. And it's going to be lonely at the top. Hey, you're going to be so lonely up there at the top with no one with you because you treated your friends like trash. You're around people that are fake. They're your fake friends. If they were really your friends, that girl Coco, if Coco was really your friend, she's literally telling you that you're going to get canceled for the braids because it's cultural appropriation, telling you what it is, but then saying, do you. So she's clearly telling you, go ahead and get yourself canceled. And I've been seeing all the videos and comments of people saying, manager, where are you? You know where her manager is? Somewhere frequently using the N-word. Do you think she cares that Shorty Bay's cultural appropriating? No, because her manager uses the N-word. I was received the video. Do you think her manager really cares about what she's doing? I'm sorry. What love? And when you're talking about love, are you talking about that video of that wannabe Austin Mahone looking clone? Because he kind of looked like a younger Austin Mahone. And he looked very uncomfortable going in for that kiss or whatever it is, because it came up on my page. Because, you know, I follow her, which I need to unfollow her. But, yeah. Come on now. It's like Princess Diaries where she says that, Backstreet Boys clone. Backstreet Boy clone. It's that Austin Mahone clone. Thank you for the gift points. These men don't like her. They do it for the clout. Trust me. Whenever she calls them, they don't answer. That's kind of a bad. Right? And it's the fact that she gets super clingy. She expects them to answer when she wants them to, right? That's the thing that literally sucks. Someone sent me $1 to shut up. Oh. I almost said it, but that wasn't the person. That's from somebody else. 7. Oh, are you so mad? I love how people get so mad. You know, okay, well, she's going to learn a lesson. That's not the only brand deal she's going to lose. It's going to go downhill from there. I'm pretty sure she's not going to lose the brand deal with Fenty because Rihanna is colorist. And she's also married and dating or married to a colorist if she's married to, A$AP Rocky is colorist too. So I really think that Rihanna's not going to care about her cultural appropriation because Rihanna's colorist. And she's obviously not going to care about the burnt comment or anything of that nature. But as for other companies, they might care. They might care enough to say, yeah, we don't want to work with you. Sorry, it's not a good image. It's not a good look. And considering that Shorty Bay is a person of color, not a black person, because there are other people of color, because she does not look white. She is considered a person of color, just not black. They're not going to care whether or not you're a white person that is racist. You're going to cause yourself to lose deals. You have to be mindful that you're a person of color. They're not going to give you any excuse. They're not going to sit here and say, oh, you've changed. No, you have to understand something, right? Like, these companies will drop you quickly because if you're a person of color and someone reaches out to them and says, hey, is this who you want working for your company? They're going to cut you quickly. You are not a white creator. You will not get away with doing stuff like that. A white creator might do that because, trust me, it was sad. I saw this post. My nose is super itchy. Sorry, guys. There was this person of color that made a video talking about the huge difference between white creators and POC creators. And white creators make triple more than what POC creators make. POC was only getting $1,000 in brand deals, like getting offered $1,000. White creators were getting offered like $100,000. And then they were earning about like $4,000, whereas combined POC creators, whereas white creators that got brand deals were earning like $300,000. I don't know, it's a whole thing that I watched his TikTok, and it was really, I was shocked when I saw that. Although I kind of knew it, but I was shocked. Like, I kind of knew the mistreatment of POC creators with brand deals and stuff. I'm mad an agency dropped me. Because that's someone's name. Oh, I'm mad an agency dropped me. This is what it's all about, guys. An agency. Shorty Bay lost a brand deal. That was not wise of you to come on the internet and say that you lost a brand deal to people. And it was because you told people. That's not why. You still haven't learned your lesson. You want to blame it on everything but what you did. Now you're making excuses for why you was dropped. Oh, shout out to Jake and good night. Good night, Jake. Thank you for the Cash App. Also. And the person's name was not Jake, but they asked me to shout out Jake, but thank you for the Cash App. Black women is and will always be the blueprint. You can never be a black woman. No matter how many braids you get in your head. No matter how many worms you get in your head, because that's ugly.
Here's a Lego optical illusion. So while that's turning and the faucet is coming out with this rainbow water or whatever it is, where's it coming from? Because it's not connected to the wall.